So the Brat and Judy are back for their third season of Brat Loves Judy, and they done set internet and black Twitter on fire by choosing a white donor. Girl, who's gonna be the baby daddy, and what's the baby gonna look like? Is y'all ready to joust this right quick? Let's joust.
Come on, Blazer.
It's the beef for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo back with a quick little Joe slash, I guess, episode review of Brat Loves Judy season 3, episode 1. Girl, listen, it was a lot going on in the doggone episode. Number 1, Judy got her grown husband. I'm sorry, y'all. Judy got her grown child and his old lady staying at the house and they trifling. Now, this is just according to the episode. Child, groceries all over the place, food all in the bedroom like he a child. They doggone trash cans overloading. And Brat done had enough, but Brat tat don't want to be a stepmama, so she want Judy to just handle it. And they go back and forth on a tit for tat for that, because basically Judy feel like, girl, you is a stepmama. What is you saying? And Brat tat was like, you's a lie. I am the Brat tat. Okay? That's your churn. You deal with it. She kind of calls her out on her doggone parenting and whatnot. That's not even the most important part. Listen, we get to find out that Brat is pregnant. That's what we know. They go through the ups and downs of how it was hard to get Brat pregnant in the first place, and they had to go another round. She finally got pregnant. And they was gonna try, I guess, to do something with Judy. I can't remember, but she got sick, and they ended up, being a little afraid. But they ultimately got pregnant, and that lands us where we are right now. So okay, we all know Brat got a baby on the way. She done did her little pregnancy reveal all on Instagram and Twitter. The girls went up in flames. The people who was against it had issues. The people who wasn't against it still had issues. I was just sitting there watching the whole thing go down because, girl, I don't really care about nobody, girl, to be completely honest. But I'm just sitting there watching the whole thing go down. So it's one thing to have the seemingly masculine of the two ladies in the marriage be pregnant, because that's kind of an eyesore. Let's just keep it a stack. But it's one thing for you to be pregnant and that be talk of the town, but then for y'all to get up here and tell these good folks on Beyonce's internet. Now, I don't know. This is allegedly. But according to Black Twitter, y'all telling the people that y'all had to get a white sperm donor because they said the black ones was few and far in between, and the one that they had looked like Jimmy the Cricket. Now, this is all alleged. This is what Black Twitter is saying that they said. Now, I don't know if they said this, but this is what Black Twitter is saying that they said. And I said, oh my God, girl, we got to jost this. So let's check this out real quick. So during the episode, we was able to witness Brat and Judy go through the catalog. And if you know what it gave me, y'all remember when Phaedra read Kenya for Filth and said, while you over here worry about me and my husband, you over there spending your time peddling through sperm banks. And you won't know if your baby daddy will be an axe murder or not. All you'll know is he needed $5, so he ejaculated in a cup so that you can have a baby. Now check that. And y'all don't quote me on the doggone verbiage, but that's the part I remember. That's what it was giving me when it was peddling through these sperm banks. Now I got a visual of Phaedra, what she was saying when she was telling Kenya she spends her time peddling through sperm banks. But neither here nor there. So they going through the sperm banks. They seeing all these people. They talking about the personalities. Judy wanted a person who was in the music, of course. Not Judy. Brat wanted a person who was in the music. Judy wanted somebody who was ambitious like her. And they said that it was very hard to find a black donor in this doggone sperm bank. And they said the one that they did find looked like Jimmy the Cricket. Now, they did say that on the show. That part I remember. But they never said, from the first episode who they chose. But all I know is I wake up the next day and Black Twitter is on there saying that y'all said y'all got a white baby daddy. And for the life of me, I was like, girl, I know you lied to me. What? Now listen, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to judge or how to go pick their baby daddy's girl. But if it's going to be two black females as the heads of the household and the mommy of this child, should the baby at least be able to identify with y'all? Couldn't y'all not go get a senora? You know what I mean? They ain't had no Hispanics in the sperm bank, girl. Like, they hard workers. Come on now. Somebody got to tell me something. And, again, I'm not telling them what to do or policing their bodies or they marriage or their choice or whatever the case may be. But I just had a lot of questions. Like, number one, Brat, you carrying the baby and it's Judy eggs, right? Brat, so the baby really ain't none of you. You carrying the baby. You more like a surrogate than anything, but you carrying the baby. And I'm not taking nothing from her journey, please. But I guess my question would be, you couldn't like find a family member, a cousin, a brother, a friend. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the gay boys don't mind, sometimes they don't mind helping the gay girls out with it, the sperm donations and all of that. Like, you got friends, you got family, like, you couldn't find nobody. At least, I know for me personally, if I was in Brad's shoes, I would at least want the baby to have a piece of me too. So I would probably try and get someone with my DNA, right? I get how complicated that is. I know it sounds easier than said, but that would just be me because I would want more of a connection than being the carrier of this child. However, like, you couldn't get nobody. Like, you ain't know nobody that was black that was willing to donate sperm to you, Brad. I mean, and not only to mention just somebody black, but somebody of your family, because this is my concern. When you have this baby and you not with Judy, right? Now, I know y'all celebrities and whatnot, so the people is going to see the baby. But when you out at the park with the baby and the baby goes out on the monkey balls, to play, and you goes to run behind the baby and they see the baby and the baby look like the baby white. Cause Judy them got them Creoles in them. But the baby looking white and you looking blackity black, tat, tat, tat. Oh, and you said, they be like, who baby that is? And you go, oh, that's my baby. And they're going to be like, girl, looking at you and looking at the baby and looking at you and looking at the baby. Do you really want that? I mean, this might be trivial, y'all. I'm sorry, but these are the type of things that I be thinking about. And, I get it. I'm not going to sit up here and call them colorists or whatever, like Black Twitter is dragging them to be, because I don't know that to be, a fact. I don't know that. But I will say it looks a little bit kind of like, girl, it's a lot of whys. And again, it's nobody's business how y'all conduct y'all stuff and what y'all do in y'all household and, what baby daddy and the color of the baby daddy gonna be. It is nobody's business but y'all's. But I will have to be honest and say, it does cause, a red flag in the public's mind. We want to know why a baby daddy. Now listen, Jude and them people, some of her people is already Creole, so she already got a little white in her. I feel like the baby gonna look white. Girl, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But that's just me, in my opinion. But nevertheless, Judy must have had time after she was drugged all over Twitter for filth and TikTok and all of that. So she had time, and she said she had a word to get off on you heifers. You know what I'm saying? That includes me, because I was over there with my ears perked up like, girl, what is you trying to say, girl? What is you saying? What's going on, girl? So she got up and had a couple of words she wanted to give to the girls, basically telling us to mind our goddamn business, in a little cute way or whatever, or in a subtle way. But girl, you is our business. Once you put us in your business, that is our nephew. We want to know what our nephew gonna look like. Anybody in a black family knows that as soon as you find out the sister or the brother, anybody having a baby, the first thing you looking at is what the baby gonna look like. Come on now, stop acting crazy, y'all. Everybody, now we is internet aunties and uncles. We want to know what our little nephew about to look like, girl. How dare you? You don't get no ma'am. But anyway, let me let y'all listen to what Judy had to say. It wasn't much, but it was just kind of getting the girls together, like, girl, mind y'all business. That's how I took it, and I could be wrong, but that's how I took it. But let me let y'all hear what Judy had to say, and I'm gonna come back with a little bit more commentary, girl.
It's early in the morning, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's get into it. I see all of the headlines. Yeah, we did an interview with a publication, and when we did the interview with the publication, they had access to the first episode. In the first episode of Brat Loves Judy, we are in search of black donors. So a question was asked around that, because you saw in real time us trying to find a black donor, and you saw the difficulties. There are difficulties. So there's a lot of facts in the world that people, I feel like, really don't know or are ignorant to. And that's that black men make up 5% or less of the sperm donation pool. And then even with that, once you put in your genetic testing, you'll be lucky to find one, if any. I'm a carrier of 4 different things. 4. And since we getting into it, I'm gonna in one of the slides you're gonna see everything. And the severity of the things that I'm a carrier of, if we chose somebody that had the same thing, our child would most likely have it. And they're severe.
So now there were 2 things she mentioned that I forgot to mention prior to the video. Number 1, she is a carrier of 4 different genetic traits that probably wouldn't be good if they are matched up with anybody who carry any of these traits. Because how it works with traits is you may not have whatever genetic disease or any type of disease that that could be deadly or could be, harmful. However, if you carry the trait, then your children are likely to be susceptible to any of those things, especially if you then turn around and procreate with a person who carry the trait or has the diseases as well. So I understand that. So that means the pickings is slim for Judy. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But then she goes on to talk about how like black men are like less than 5% of the people donating sperm. And this for the life perturbed me because excuse my language, and if you got sensitive ears, I'm gonna need you to just mute this or turn down the volume a little bit. But all the nickels I know round here with churn, I'm talking about baby daddies after baby daddies after baby daddies dropping churn off for free. Do you hear me? Dropping churn off for free, and you mean to tell me you fools won't even go down there to the sperm bank and collect at least $50 for your load? Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop now, black men. Black men. Now, I get it. It's enough cooch to go around in the hood. You ain't got to go down there to no bank. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we can't be mad at Judy when we ain't doing our part. Now, what does that mean? Black men need to go down there and give a little bit more little juice. That's all. Give them a little juicy juice. You already dropping it off. You might as well go get paid for it, Fat. That's that. However, Judy, that still ain't enough for the internet aunties and uncles who want to know why you chose a Caucasian. I'm sorry. You could have went got Pedro. Girl, you could have went got anybody. I mean, it's a plethora of other people. They ain't even got to be Black American. Girl, a African, a black man from Honduras. Hell, my ex-husband from Honduras, and you wouldn't be able to tell if you saw him. Girl, until you start making tacos. Girl, listen. Judy, I understand your frustration. You can't make everybody happy. Happy hoes ain't hating and hating hoes ain't happy. I get it. You know what I'm saying? However, Judy, listen, we, the internet aunties and uncles, need answers. Why did you pick the Caucasian man? And what is the baby gonna look like? We the people need answers. Let us know when you get the 3D ultrasound so we could look at the baby and see if the baby nose gonna be black. Let us know when the baby is born so we could get somebody on the story to get first pics of the baby. I know normally a lot of black babies come out real light. You know what I'm saying? He'll be all laid, flat to the side or whatever. So we got to give it a couple of little months. We gonna check the ears, the knuckles, and it's a boy, so we're gonna check down in between there to see if they're a little brown or a little dark. You know what I'm saying? Because the internet aunties and uncles got questions, and you don't get to have an attitude because we want to know what's going on with our little nephew. Do you hear me? Judy and Brat, do you hear me? Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if I'm tripping, girl. Listen, I understand if y'all think I'm over the top. I am over the top. That's who I am. But listen, that is our little nephew. We need answers as the people. We the people need answers. I'm not going to bash them. They make the decisions they want to make. They are grown. They are rich, way more richer than me. So I'm here for it. I just want to know y'all's opinion. Drop down in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on TikTok, even though I ain't really been posting a lot on there. Y'all give me a little grace, girl. But anyway, y'all do all of that, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.